Hello, nice to meet you again and welcome to Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Headline today. The Ministry of Public Security opened a martial arts shooting competition to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the traditional day of People's Police, Board number 8. Cần Thơ City currently has 6 units which 100% state capital. 4 days of holidays on April 30th and May Day at the city's tourist piers. There were about 65 groups of tourists with nearly 7,000 visitors coming to visit Cái Răng floating market and ecotourism sites. Top news. On the morning of May 3rd, at the square of the district, the Ministry of Public Security opened a martial arts shooting competition to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the traditional day of the People's Police, Board number 8. Attending was Mr. Phạm Văn Hiểu, Standing Vice Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, cum Chairman of the City People's Council, Mr. Dương Tấn Hiển, Standing Vice Chairman of the City People's Committee, and leaders of the Military Zone 9 High Command. Participating in the qualifying competition in Group 8, Cần Thơ City has 9 teams with over 600 athletes belonging to the police forces of Cần Thơ City and the provinces of An Giang, Hậu Giang, Bạc Liêu, Trà Vinh, Sóc Trăng, Kiên Giang, Cà Mau, and Tiền Giang. During the competition, athletes competed in martial arts shooting disciplines at places such as Phong Square, Military Zone 9, Multi-Purpose Gymnasium, Military Zone 9 Military School, Sóc Trăng Province, and Shooting Airfield number 31. Cần Thơ City currently has 6 units with 100% state capital, including Cần Thơ Lottery 1 member state limited liability company, Cờ Đỏ Agriculture 1 member limited liability company, and Sông Hậu Farm, Cần Thơ Water Supply Joint Stock Company, Cần Thơ Water Supply Joint Stock Company 2, and Cần Thơ Urban Joint Stock Company. Every year, the production and business results of all units meet and exceed the such plan in the implementation of the arrangement and divestment of state capital according to the general policy of the Prime Minister. The city has been completed on the approved schedule. The city is also facing some difficulties for Sông Hậu Farm because it has not yet transformed its business staff under the enterprise law. Cờ Đỏ Agriculture 1 member limited liability company is transforming its operating model into a limited liability company with 2 or more members. Cần Thơ City People's Committee has assigned the departments and sectors to review the regulations and advise on the next steps to continue converting the Cờ Đỏ Agriculture 1 member limited liability company into a limited liability company with 2 or more members according to the policy that has been approved. Cần Thơ Department of Transport informed after many meetings with districts to survey the current status, design and measure set road markers. Up to the present, this project has been determined the overall ground that needs to be revoked, showing the preparation and implementation of the bonding packages of the Western Belt Road project. In order for the project's bidding packages to be implemented, Cần Thơ Department of Transport has coordinated with the Project Management Board and Land Fund Development Unit of the districts to organize the meeting to propose to people the meaning, its target, and land revoking tax, plans of payment and compensation for affected organizations and individuals. The Western Belt Road project is invested by Cần Thơ Department of Transport with a total construction cost of over 3,800 billion dong to be fulfilled in the period 2021-2026. In celebration of the 47th anniversary of the South Liberation and National Reunification, April 30, 1975, April 30, 2022, May Day, and the 132nd birthday of President Ho Chi Minh, Cái Răng District Famous Union cooperated with Hưng Phú World Famous Union to organize a groundbreaking ceremony of the famous house for family member in Area 11 Hưng Phú Ward. The house was built with an area of 40 square meters with a total construction cost of 50 million dong, aided by Cái Răng District Fatherland Front Committee, the district famous union. In fact, from the beginning of the year until now, the famous union of Cái Răng District has well maintained the activities of sorority groups in 59 per 59 residential areas and make good use of preferential capital from the Bank for Social Policies, have been 50 members to borrow nearly 1 billion dong, investing in garden improvement, blending small business, creating jobs and income family stability. At the same time, the famous union of Trung Nok District coordinated with the famous union of Trung Nhất Ward to hand over the house for poor family with significant cases in the area. The house was handed over to the family of Mr. Nguyễn Văn Trong, Phúc Lộc 1 area, Trung Nhất Ward, built on an area of more than 38 square meters with a total cost of 70 million dong. Moving on the other news, Nhân Nghĩa Cư Mương from the district has just launched a model for all people to participate in the protection of aquatic resources and say no to use the toxic substances, explosives, electric tools for fishing in the Cư. The model was established to mobilize the entire political and social system together with the whole people to participate in the protection of aquatic resources and to fight against those who illegally use poisons, explosives, electric stimulators to attack fishery products in 14 hamlets and so on, simultaneously organizing pigs for collection and treatment in the area at once. A need to summarize and report the results of model implementation to have commendation to collectives and individuals for achievements in the task. The Standing Board for Natural Disaster Prevention Search and Rescue of Binh Thuy District has just opened a professional training course on disaster prevention, search and rescue in 2022. More to follow. The trainees are learned about model of activity and operation of the common level disaster response team, some basic activities in disaster aftermath, instructing skills on bracing against stormy warehouse, overview of natural disaster and prevention activities, disseminating and propagating natural disaster prevention and control, guide households in natural disaster prevention and control, draw up sketches and maps of natural disaster risks to serve the task of short forces to prevent control natural disaster at common level, some short rescue skills in response to construction collapse, as well as some basic first aid skills. According to the Inland Waterway Port Authority, Cần Thơ Department of Transport, during the 4 days of holidays on April 30 and May 1st at the city's tourist piers, there were about 65 groups of tourists with nearly 7,000 visitors coming to visit Cái Răng floating market and ecotourism sites. Tourists visit Cái Răng floating market mainly they come from Ho Chi Minh City and the eastern provinces, thanks to tightening inspection and management of tourist piers during the holiday. In the past 4 days, passenger transport activities at Cần Thơ Tourist Wharf took place safely. Authorities have not yet recorded any case where the owner of the public dock causes difficulties for passengers. And now a quick check on weather condition. That's all for continuous of Cần Thơ radio and television station. Thanks so much for your attention. Please visit us on website canthtv.vn. Bye for now.